Hey, everybody. Hey, it's the drunk investor on crypto trading and investing. Yeah, I know, pretty cringy. The key thing is I don't drink. So let's go. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to talk about the next, quote unquote, the next Chainlink. What's next for that DeFi and everything? Is DeFi the most important thing? We're going to talk about things. First, we're going to get into some of the stuff that we have said in the past. We're going to check up on some things here. Let's look at it. Now, I have said this well back in my Discord. I guess we could talk about that later. About whoa, everything's freezing up. What's going on here? Okay, I got too many tabs open, too many tabs, too many browsers open too. So it's kind of freezing me up. But anyway, so yeah, with that being said, look, I've been mentioning my targets for this. Obviously, you guys outside the Discord will be able to see all of this stuff that I'm looking at here. We hit this, we went past this. I mean, I made this a while back. You see this all the way back here in June. I'm talking about this with this ascending triangle right there that happened, and it broke to the upside, came back down. It tapped that, and it took from June 23rd all the way until August 15th before it actually did come back. It got rejected there, and now it's pushing back through. So, look, I spoke about Chainlink before it hit its newer LINK USDT. Before it hit its new all-time highs. Look at this. I mean, we got this a very good right before. How do I do this? Here we go. That's how I do the zoom. So right before this thing popped, I'm saying, hey, here's an ascending triangle. I was looking at the 4-hour there where it broke out here. I made this actually after this broke down. Now I noticed something because we were looking at other cryptocurrencies and I'm like, wait a minute. Chainlink was over here. It was like one of the only assets that set a new all-time high when the rest of the crypto market was going down. I said, this is going to pump through and it's going to blast off. We had at least our medium-term targets where you take profits at, and then we could just let it ride from there. So as far as a scalp trades would have been good at 5.5 and at $6, and it really did just bounce off of those. But how do we find another chain link? How do we find another opportunity where you can basically 5x? Well, not at this time. 4x, 3x, 3.5 to 4x your money without leverage. Or if you put a leverage trade on there, you do a 5x or a 20x leverage. As we have some of my students in our group that do this on a regular basis. Let's look at this. Oh, it's a lot of people offline right now. So let's hide that so we can see more. Come on, it's freezing up again. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we got people that come in at different times. I help people through. Let's go here. We got the Binance future trading. Where are we at? Okay, testimonials. I just want to show you guys something really quick. Where we got this. This happened. It's now 11:36 my local time. This was just almost an hour ago, 50 minutes ago. 35%, 30x leverage. She is killing it. I think this is the same trade she had earlier. Oh, no. The Stellar Lumens trade is that same one where it went from 146 to 250% profit, 20x leverage. See, I instruct my students really to recommend them 5x leverage, but she used 20x leverage on these because she's gotten better. She joined in February. She has been killing it as one of the top students here. He had a 50% scalp on Link using 50x leverage. He had another one earlier. Yeah, this is a different trade. As you can see, the average price is different. The entry price, 50x, that was a 20% profit. Here was another one that was higher price. He got a 32% profit. This was all on the same day. She had slight negative with VeChain. Obviously, she is up higher now because VeChain is up higher. Yeah, but I could just go on and go. This is that same trade there from earlier. This trade right here for Chainlink. Okay, she had a 50x leverage trade. She got it at 1640 when it dumped. Now, I was too nervous to re-enter on a dump after I had shorted down to the 17s really quick. It was like a 1 or 2 candle short that I did, and I caught it right as it was going down. Now she said, no, my entry is 17. She got it at 17. It went up. She got out when it got up to 18 something. And then she had another entry point, I guess at 16.4. This winded up being almost 1,000% profit. She told us it was well over 800% when she actually did close it. So, and then that was that BCH trade that we saw from earlier, and that turned into where are we at? Where's the BCH? That turned into 234% profit. If she still has it open, it's actually even higher because I had a specific target for that, which was really, I see it going up to, I mean, minimum looks like $400, but I see it going up to 500. So where is the next Chainlink? Because there was somebody that took, and some people are saying it sounded unbelievable. And I'm like, I can only go by what people are sending me. It is mathematically possible. You just turn on the Binance calculator and everything on there and even double check the numbers. You just have to have a lot of backup. But this individual took $250 and came away with almost 30,000. Now, this individual did not close the trade completely. And then it went up to 20. I don't know if I didn't follow up with that and say, hey, did you close more? She took like $7,000 for herself, 5,000, 7,000, and then left it open so it can float. Now, taking out the money, I think does change the liquidation unless she actually closed part of the trade, which I'm not sure which one of those she did. But we're going to try to find the next opportunity where you could put a 5X or a 20X leverage on there where you have your good stop loss compared to your risk reward ratio. Okay. I said all of that to say this. What is the next one? Is it going to be VTHO, which has been tanking, which is the cryptocurrency that comes out with VeChain? Is it going to be Dogecoin? A lot of people love Dogecoin. It got listed on Binance Futures. Boom, it pumped so hard after it got listed on Binance before so long ago. Is it going to be Ontology, where I've had even my target marks? We're still yet to even touch this one as we've gone through here. Look, these things, I was doing this back in May and June looking at these things, okay? So you can see, like, this stuff is here already. VeChain, not even to say VeChain, if we're going back, I say, hey, look at this. We were in this well before that, well into May. Same thing with Cardano, caught that. So yeah, we could go so on and so forth. But what is going to be the next VeChain? Let's first go over some good projects here. Now, Theta. Theta is actually looking pretty good as far as, I think there's two different scenarios right here. We either come down and we're forming some kind of W up, right? And that will, of course, take place over a 3-month period of time, maybe 2 months, 2.5 months, because it don't always go back down. It might go down about this low and then shoot up. So let's actually put this, it might do something like that, which, like I said, 2.5 months or something. I'm not really drawing it out to be accurate for the month, but the actual shape. So it may not be November. It could be. Sometimes when I just do these things like this, they match up very roughly, very close to what it is. And it could just be me subconsciously seeing this so often that I can see that. So that's something that we see there. But we also, let's look at Stellar Lumens, which, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite ones where I said this looks like an inverse head and shoulders. I literally, this was one of those times where I said, hey, inverse head and shoulders, boom. This was not here. This bar wasn't here, and I don't think this bar was. No, this bar wasn't here on the daily. It was like just starting, or it was right here about to close UTC 0. And then it filled it out. It was so crazy. It went to where I said, and well, it wasn't really crazy to me. Maybe that's a little over exaggeration. To me, it wasn't crazy, but I know to a lot of people. So I'm excited for you more so than myself. So Stellar Lumens was actually went up to that point. I have specific marks that I had for it as well. You don't see it on this chart. I have it on a different chart, but I did share it with my Discord. And if you guys want me to do another video where I just go through, I can type in pretty much any term in this search bar up here, and I can show you those charts that I did have them. I just don't want to do it now because it'll take much time. Let's look through another cryptocurrency. Ethereum Classic, unfortunately, had that 51% attack. I had a target for it. It's probably going to take longer now because it's not like it's going to 0 anytime soon, right? Bitcoin Cash, like I said, where's Bitcoin Cash on here? Let me look for it. Let me actually type this in because, like I said, And man, we got in good. 235 and 290 were the two entry points. As you can see, look at this W that I put here as another W on the 1 hour inside of a W, inside of a larger W. And this was just like a flash crash wick. Fortunately, 235 was an entry point for some of us. And then others, it was 290. And we're just being patient for all of these target areas along the way. And I even said it, once it gets to XYZ amount, which I will announce to the public later, and I already got the screenshot of that. I said, we called it here first. Okay. I said it to him. I said, let's just say, I said, once it gets to $500, we called it here first for Bitcoin Cash. There is something that I got for Bitcoin Cash, and that's still not the one that will perform like Chainlink, I don't think. Nope. Not at least in the same amount of time that Chainlink performed. Chainlink did something within, I think, a 6 week period. This is July, the 1st of July, and this is the 2nd of August. So this is a 6 week, a month and a half period of time has done that. Now, I think something can happen between a month and a half to 3 months total and have a Chainlink type effect, if not more. As in, this might, without leverage trading, okay, guys, without leverage trading, this cryptocurrency or these few cryptocurrencies potentially can 4 to 5x all the way up to, I think, 10 or 20x, okay, within a 3 up to 90-day period of time. I think it's going to happen in 90 days. Who knows? When I say something like that in the past, I've been off by 2 to 4 weeks before when I've said, like, yeah, it's going to happen in this 3-month period of time. Usually when I give a range, I'm actually pretty much in that range. But when I say like a definitive one, it's like 2 or 3 weeks off. I mean, it's still good if you've already gotten in the trade early enough. That's the thing. Just like last year, I called Ethereum to under $100 when it was well above last June last June when it was like in the 360s. I said it's going below $100. What happened? It took a long freaking time until this March, and it went below $100. Yeah, and I did put my money where my mouth was. I shorted at 294, 297, closed in 152. Yada. I'm not going to bore you guys with some of those things, and I do have that information if you guys ever do that. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, okay, it costs 8 Ethereum. It's 8 Ethereum. And that's a yearly subscription, 8 Ethereum. What you can do here, 1 second, let's look at Ethereum's price so we can price this out for you live here. Obviously, it changes up a little bit. I don't feel like looking for Ethereum right there, so we're going to go right here. Probably got some charted stuff here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the funny thing is, so I was calling Ethereum here to pump out and blast the frick off once it passes this point, these 2 dotted lines here. What did it do? It passed those 2 dotted lines, as this was an inverse head and shoulders, as I was informing my group, rough inverse head and shoulders / bull flag, actually, for it to blast off. And what did it do? I thought it was going to, this is the part I got wrong. I thought it was going to do another flag right around here for at least a few days and then go, but it didn't. It went straight through it. It broke through it. And then I said, yeah, Bitcoin's following through. But yeah, so Ethereum is 439. So we're just going to say, I'm going to take the calculator out on my phone. I got too many tabs open. I don't even know if it's going to freeze my computer. So we're going to just say 450 times 8. So that's $3,600. Not bad, because this thing in here, you guys get some trade updates from me where I see where things are going. May strike. This is why I said IOST pump it toward there. I said BTT has transferred over to DeFi. No wonder it pumps so well. Yada, yada, yada. I put the wrong decimal spots for BTT, and then I incorrectly said this was the listing price. It was actually half of this. But yeah, so I got the charts here. I talk about the things here. I'm talking about XTZ. There is a cryptocurrency in here. We even have swing trades. Where's my swing trade section? So this swing trade, I'm going to have to pause the video because I don't want you guys to see some stuff that the people have paid for. Let me pause it. All right. So, okay. And as you can see this, I'm not even going to take that part out. It says XRP money shot at 1.5 USDT. I know some people are going to be like, wait a minute, XRP going to $1.50? Man, look, I'm just going to tell you right now, our swing trade on XRP was at 19.5. I originally had 23 cents, 0.23 for the people that aren't familiar with US pennies and decimals and stuff. So 0.23 USDT was originally the swing trade, but when everything started to dump lower, I lowered it to 0.195 on that for our swing trade, and we had a specific leverage and everything that we're going for, and we're going to beat the market bad. We're going to beat the market's booty. We're going to beat that booty. So if you want to see us beat that booty, when I announce what our where we started and where, like, what leverage we had and everything, we are going to beat the market for XRP. We're going to meet the rest of the market as well. So if you want to beat the market on these trades, because that's what leverage is here. Like I said, I suggest that on most of these trades, you're going to use 5x leverage. So I guess you could surmise and say, hey, you know, bare minimum, this guy, he was suggesting 5x leverage. But maybe not. There are other ones here. So this one on August 9th for this one, this is the BCH one. I got the target price there. I'm not going to show that there. You guys know at least 500. Now, I said, although I know I did this before, 235 to 250. I'm making it official here at a higher price. And the reason being is because I want this to be easily organized. So like when I do a video like this, I can come here and then scroll up or whatever about those. And I should pause this so I can show you the ones that we did actually achieve in the past. But I'm not going to just, I don't feel like scrolling up with those. But yeah, so this, I'm excited, guys. There's this other cryptocurrency. If you want to do that, it's life-changing money. We got a person that came and started in this group with just $550 to her account, and now it's close to 20,000. Now, some people, and that was in February, and that's now. Some people, they started with less, and they're still trying to learn because everybody learns at a different rate. I'm not here to sell sunshine up your ass. I'm not here to lie or bullshit you or anything like that. Trading is pretty difficult, but with a team, with our group, with the work ethic that I'm putting toward this, and that I'm trying to help all of you, I'm here multiple times. Sometimes I'm not even sleeping because of that. I would like to come out with more videos actually in here, to be honest. That's probably my weakest part in the group, where I should have a little bit more videos. Then I don't have to keep answering questions over and over and over. But I think a little more personal as the group is growing and we have our members there is actually better. So if you guys want to do that, check the description for those that don't know slang in the video below for the email. You email me at ctai@protonmail.com. It's 8 Ethereum for a 1-year subscription to the Discord. And I'm telling you, try it out for 90 days. It's going to take, and it did take her. It took her about 90 or a little bit more. And then she kind of got the grasp of using it. And she was just using 5x leverage trades, up them to 20x. Now she's using a combination between 10x, 20x, and occasional 50x leverage trades. And she is killing it with these profits. Because think of it like this. If you take I'm going to give you a direct example, and I should go to Binance Futures to use that calculator, but I'm going to do it here because I just remember this one. If you were to take a leverage trade, let's say that all you had was, because obviously if you could pay, I'm talking to the people here because there's some people that can't afford it, and no offense to anybody like that. It's just, yeah, if you can afford 8 Ethereum, then let's just say you had about $5,000 in your account, right? Because 8 Ethereum is a little bit less than $3,600. So if you got $5,000 in your account, you're thinking like, hey, I'm trying to get to that. Let's just say you got $500 in your account. You're just trying to save up and say, hey, look, I'm trying to save up to this 8 Ethereum. Ethereum, stop pumping, go down. How am I going to do this? So let's say that you take out a 5x leverage trade and you say, hey, you know, I'm going to take out a little bit more risk, 10x leverage trade. Think of it like this. in order to lose 100% of your position, aka liquidation, and now it's a little bit different funding fees and everything on Binance and stuff. Let me pause this to get it off this screen. I like to see things moving in the background instead of like a static thing. So yeah, as I'm gonna look over to XRP, and it broke out of this. Now this could turn into a W really quick. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. So this could turn into a W and whatnot, but yeah. And this is what I was talking about. This right here. Oh, wait, here's another testimonial right there live. Let me pause this so I can get off of this one. All right, there's the BCH one. Big Bad Baker. He's over here with a 41% profit at a 20x leverage. Look, 20x. Okay, it's not these huge 50 or 100x leverage. It's actually a little bit more sensible. Now, 20x is still that. So this is what I was going to get into. If you got a 20x leverage trade, think of it like this. If an asset drops 5%, you are now down 100% of whatever it is. So if you're using cross, that means it's going to take, if you put a $50 trade in, right, and it drops $5, take out the ruler. If you use 20x on here on XRP, let's see what a 5% drop at the current price. Let's see. So 5% drop is roughly 30.5 cents. Okay, 0.0305. We're going to round it up. Okay. Now, if it's in the opposite direction, a 5% increase, that means it's almost at 0.037, 0.337. Okay, that is doubling. That's 100% increase. So when you're thinking about these things, think of your wallet balance. Think of that. You're not going to use a large amount. That's how you trade. You use small amounts. So if you have $5,000, maybe you use it 50. Okay. Because what happens? Let's see how much it will take. Let's say you have $5,000. Every 5% on 20x, you lost 50. That's 50. That's 100. That's 150. Here's a 20% drop back down to 25 cents. Okay, from 32 cents to 25 cents. That's $200 down. 250. Okay, now you're down $300. Okay, now you see how that doesn't hurt you, but if it goes in the opposite direction, now I know you're saying, wow, how do I make all of this? Look, compounding. That's how these things work. You can compound yourself on the way up because these things do have pullbacks. We set a specific target, we have a certain amount, and then when we make more, we use more capital. As we're making more, we have a stop loss, so it stops us from losing. So if it continues to go down, we enter in at now a lower price with the same amount. We've made up our losses, then we start making a profit. Do you see how that works? So this is how we can do it. And sometimes, maybe if it's such a small amount, you're like, okay, I'm down $300. Now it's starting to go back up. I can see it waving around here. It's not a bear flag because it's a V-up formation. Once it gets to a certain point, you're like, all right, let me add another $50 here. Now I've averaged the price down to halfway point, which is here. And now I'm breaking even, plus now I'm at a profit. So now when you get to the same spot you started at, you're now an extra $100 richer. Earlier, now you're at 200. 300, 400. So there are certain ways when you use a small enough amount, even if it wasn't a stop loss, which isn't the smartest thing, to be honest, but there are different strategies. I can't tell people what to do on what they do. I typically don't use stop losses on most of my trades. There are certain ones that I do when they're just more risky than other ones, or I'm going against a trend, like I'm shorting and it looks like it's going to be long, or I'm going long and it looks like it could be short. I want to be able to get the heck out and have my capital being used. Do you guys get that? So if you use 10x leverage, if it goes down by 10%, you've lost 100% of your stuff. If you have 5x, every time it goes down 20%. So that means in the opposite. So in a bull market, you can make money as it goes up, and the asset that you have makes you money. So there are two ways to actually increase the amount of money that you make. Whereas when things go down, the asset that you have goes down. and the percentages, because there's only so much. You can only go down 100% to zero. Well, on futures markets, actually, you could go below zero. But let's just go for the simplistic route. The farther down you go, look at this. This is a 67% drop. And I'm going to almost guarantee you that if I go back up, this is a 300% profit. So remember, this is 10 cents right here. So we're going to start right back where we were. Well, almost guarantee. See, I couldn't do it, but my percentages are off. Okay, it's a 200% profit. So I'm thinking it multiplies you by 3, whatever you started with. So if you started with $100, you will have 300. So you get 200 extra. Okay. So yeah, you saw it was 67% down, but it's 200+% up. So when things go up, you can actually make more money. Okay, so if you want to join and find out that next asset, we're going to beat the market. We are going to beat the market when this thing goes up to $1.50, unless we're auto deleveraged, which will kind of upset me about that. Use it on Binance, but hey, you know what? Funding fees be damned. But yeah, we're going to beat the market. Whereas the market, like you already know, our entry was 19.5. We're going to say 20 cents. We're going to go to 150. That is a 649% increase. That is multiplying you by 7.5 times. And we got leverage on this. We got leverage on this swing trade. We are here as the buy and hodl investors, okay? You can buy and hold certain things in a futures account as long as you got the money and as long as it's a small enough amount, whereas it makes sense. For example, let's say you did 5x on this. If you did have $5,000, you use 1,000 at 5x leverage, you may as well just buy XRP directly. Why? Because it's going to balance out to the same thing. You have to use, because it's divide by 5, multiply. That's what X means. So I know this video is getting long. If you're interested, just go down in the description. It's only 8 Ethereum, okay? It's 8 Ethereum. Join us. It's a 1-year subscription. You will come in here and are likely, I can't guarantee those because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investment advice. And I'd be lying to you to say it's a guarantee. There are some people on YouTube that are saying, yeah, we always win this thing. We don't always win. I don't always win. I shared a loss I had before that I just took on Bitcoin Cash. It was a scalp one. I have a swing trade for Bitcoin Cash, but I also have scalp, different scalp account. And the scalp was just tanking. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm out. It went down long enough. Now, if I held it longer, it actually would have went up in profit, but I had to follow my own rules for that. It went down to a certain percentage and I'm get the heck out. That's all. So I follow my rules to a T when it comes to that. So if you're interested, ctai@protonmail.com. It is so fun up in this Discord. We need more people in there as we can find more and more things. More and more assets. I didn't realize that Band was listed. I really just avoided the whole thing. It went from $1 to $16. Cool, that's fine. Whatever, 16x. We could get that type of stuff with these leverage trades. Even though Band went on there, I didn't know what the heck it was. Too nervous. I'm not about to just willy-nilly just because something is going up. But we can find something that can perform like a Chainlink that's already there, that's already established. Okay, yeah, Band went up 16x, right? And then it had leverage on it. What's the risk of it dropping drastically? It did. And nobody talks about the people that get liquidated. Is the person going to make a YouTube video? Yeah, I got liquidated, guys. What happened? People talk about it. That's literally what happens. So we don't hear about the failure stories that happens from these. We hear about some of the successes. So I want to point out that that these things are risky, and so that we can take advantage of this. KNC, Kyber Network. That has been a very interesting trade. We got Zcash here. I got some things on Zcash that I had completely actually missed this one actually. But I did have some targets on Zcash, but I really did miss it. I only got some of this pump right here, and that's about it. I really don't care for it. The thing is, it's not going to be able to catch everything. We just got to catch enough for us that makes sense for us to trade and make a profit. Like I said, $550. She's got like 20,000. That was from February. This is August. Now, obviously, you got to be able to keep your money because there are people that do these extreme money things and then they lose it. So with that being said, I'll catch you all on the flip side. If you like the content, subscribe, press that like button, leave a comment below. We need to beat the algorithm. We don't want to be censored. So definitely leave that comment below and share with others. Email me at ctai@protonmail.com when you are ready to join us. It's only 8 Ethereum. Catch you all on the flip side.